and they all said we don't want that smoke.
No, sir.
So you got a
We don't want him.
you got a boogeyman at 154 IBF. You got a possible future 22-year-old rising champion for the WBO that's coming up this Saturday on ESPN.
Right.
You have Fundura, who's not old, man. He's like 25, I think.
Right.
25. But he's 6'5", 6'6". He's 150.
Crazy.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy. The guy can't play a lick of basketball, man. If him and Manny Pacquiao played basketball, Pacquiao would look like Jordan. So, but boxing wise, Fundura is very scary. And then Turf, they announced it today. The WBA 154 champion Yoenis Tejas is defending his belt against the number 3 ranked WBA on August 23rd. So, and Yoenis Tejas is only 24. So you got a bunch of young killers at 154, and then you got Jesus Ramos, who's the body punching killer. You still have Virgil Ortiz, who's the WBC interim. You still have Sergey Boicek, who we both believe really beat Ortiz here in Vegas in November. And then you got Boots Enos, bro.
Correct.
That's crazy. Like I just named 10 people. This is an insane division. So my question to you, Professor T, since you saw with your own eyes, you saw a destruction from Fundura to Zoo. And it's not like Zoo's terrible. We can agree that Zoo doesn't suck, right?
Correct.
So where do you put Fundura? Where do you put him in that whole mix of people now?
I'm scared for anybody that has to fight him. That's the honest truth. My take, I was scared, and I said it during that live. I was scared for Crawford to fight him. Anybody getting caught on the end of that man's punches, man, it's curtains. Right? Am I lying? Like,
you're not lying.
That's why Thomas the Hitman Hearns, right? Anybody with that length, man, if they catch you on the end of that, Paul the Punisher Williams, dude, you can't withstand that. You just can't. You just can't.
Right.
And yeah, they're punching at an angle, and with that length and size, it's lights out.
So do you believe? So you watched Bakram destroy Zoo?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just saw Fundura do that to Zoo. So if Fundura fought Bakram,
right,
who do you think wins?
It's I'm gonna give it to Bakram because I believe that for whatever wild, stupid reason, Fundura loves to fight in the phone booth.
Yes.
And it's going to get him knocked out. It's going to get him knocked
It
out.
Already has, Turf.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I don't understand why he feels the need to get in there and bang. It doesn't make sense. I'll never understand it.
6'6" frame, but he really does like to get in there.
He likes to bang.
Yeah, the funny thing is his sister Gabriella is the better boxer out of the two of them.
Absolutely. Way better. She's way better.
Right.
She's way better. Like skill-wise. I'm not talking it's like skill-wise. She's better skill-wise.
Right.
So yeah,
now I know you're gonna reserve your thoughts until you watch Xander Zayas this Saturday on ESPN. But let's say Xander Zayas, who's 22, he's fast, good jab, moves around. He's kind of being built up as this next Puerto Rican great world champion. Let's say he beats he wins the WBO, beats Garcia this Saturday.
Right.
Do you think that Xander has a chance against Fundura?
If I had to put my money on it, no.
No? Okay.
Dude, he is a tall order. Anybody that size for that weight class.
Now hold on, man. I'm not done. You might catch yourself now because you don't think Virgil Ortiz, for example, can handle Fundura.
Yeah, I mean, It's possible, but I don't know, man. It's like you said, if I have to put my money on some of these, yeah, I
You still rocking with Fundura?
I'm rocking with Fundura
All right, all right.
for
One
that
more,
fight.
Turf. One
I'm
more.
rocking with Fundura for that fight.
What if my man Boots Enos were to get in there?
Nah, I'm going with Boots. I'm going with Boots.
So that's that. That's the thing is that I feel like with Fundura, and for a lot of you old school guys who will get a chance to listen to our show or are listening to us now, there's a technique that was invented, or not invented, but it was named after this person from a long time ago. It's called the Dempsey roll, from Jack Dempsey doing the Dempsey roll, right? And we've seen Tyson do it, and we've actually seen Boots do it too.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking when I was watching that Zoo fight. I think Boots could get him. I think Boots with his
I think what would happen is he would fall into the trap of fighting in the phone booth and get knocked out. That's what my real true thoughts are. I think Boots is touching that chin and it's over. We got Severe in the building. Salute my bros.
Severe. Salute, man. Let us know if you want to pull up.
Exactly. You know, we got the link anytime.
Yeah, anytime, bro. Anytime. And you don't got to argue with Papa Rundown tonight. Although
I'm so mad I missed that.
I will say, so for anyone who missed it, Professor T had a little too much to drink. And he was quite tired, but that 4-hour episode 3 might be the greatest knockout canvas show in history.
Of all time.
Because Severe was going at it with Papa Rundown, man. And and you missed it too, Turf, because he really held his own, man.
Yeah. I believe it.
I'm not backing down.
I believe it.
Leonard can't handle Floyd Mayweather's skills. And I was just sitting there watching it like a tennis match. Turf.
Right. Yeah. I know it was fire.
Yeah.
I know it was fire, man. Yeah, I know it was fire. I'm mad I missed it.
It was awesome, bro. It was awesome. But yeah, so all right. So you're saying Boots for sure. You're gonna rock with Boots if it's Fundura. You believe Bakram can beat Fundura, right?
I do.
But everybody else, you're like, nah, man, Fundura's bad. Okay. So you got Fundura in the top 3. Well, 154 has become a very, very interesting division now.
Yes.
So that's going to be quite fun. And again, guys, so Saturday, ESPN, free TV. It'll be at nighttime. I believe it starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, so 7 Turf's time.
Yeah, we'll be watching it. We'll be there. We're on it.
Yeah, so watch
we are on it.
And Xander Zayas, and then the other one on that turf, and we can talk about it a little, is Shushu Carrington at 126 is finally going to get a chance to fight for an interim title. So, you know, Shushu's been calling everybody out at 126 and trying to put it together. So we'll see what's up with that one. We'll see what's up with that one. But like I was saying earlier, Turf, it wasn't even – I didn't think that card was – the best card or the best fight on that Saturday.
No.
There were so many fights on that Saturday. So let's start with the first obvious one that everyone is like talking about on the news now. Super excited. Alexander Usyk, man. 38 years old, Turf. 38.
I didn't realize he was that old.
Bro, I was shocked. Can I just say I was shocked, right? I'm not shocked that he won because he was a favorite for a reason. In fact,
correct.
He was like a minus 350 favorite, right? So he was a big favorite, and betting money would have been good for Dubois. And I'll admit it, I lost. All right, because I just have this philosophy that when it comes to heavyweight boxing, Turf, and you know this, you've won money doing this.
Right.
You can never make it plus 300 or higher because too many things can go wrong. So you got to put a little something down. So, you know, I lost some money on it. No biggie. Y'all. But, man, I was shocked. So when you were watching it during the watch party in the morning,
Right.
What were you thinking when Usyk looked that good coming out of the first 2 rounds?
I shocked, like you just said. Like, what is going on here? Couldn't understand it. He looked amazing. He was on point every which way till Sunday. I mean, yeah, it was weird.
Footwork, jab,
All of it.
counter, hook. The way,
All of it.
yeah,
Oh,
I
that
mean,
left
even
hook was killing him, dude.
yeah, or
All
yeah,
fight.
yeah. The left coming back because he's a southpaw, right? He's doing that little
Correct.
shift and left, but he knocked him down with that right hook. And I remember because I was watching it with my wife, Turf, and I was like, "Hey, check this out! Look, he's backing up right here. He's setting him up for a right hook." And sure
Right.
enough, Turf, that was the first knockdown, right? And it wasn't even like a hard right hook. It was like I'm just gonna put it in there, kind of like you're just putting the baseball in the mitt, like I'm
Yep.
just gonna lay it in there. So now Dubois is only 27, so we're not saying it's a career killer or anything like that.
Right.
Also, though, to be fair, Dubois just made $70 million for that fight, Turf. 70 million. Not a bad way to go out, you know what I'm saying?
That's a pretty penny right there.
That's a pretty funny. So Usyk is saying, or before the fight, Turf, Usyk said, "I think I only want to fight one more time."
Yeah,
But
I saw that.
everybody's saying, "Well, hell, if you can look this good, why would you only fight one more time?"
Right.
Right? So
Right.
this is where the tough part starts to happen because there's the business of boxing, and then there's people like you and me who watch it for what it is, right? You got to give the next guy up a chance. And for the longest time, man, Joseph Parker's been waiting, Turf. He's gone from 30 years old to 33, waiting for a chance.
Yeah.
Like a legitimate world champion. And this is a man who's beaten Zhilei Zhang, right? He's beaten Deontay Wilder, right? He knocked out Cole, who was the boogeyman. So,
Boogeyman.
Joseph Parker versus Usyk. Usyk 38, Parker 33. What do you think about that fight?
I mean, I don't see anybody beating Usyk right now.
Nobody. So a trilogy with Tyson Fury, which is what they're trying to get you to bite at. You don't see it.
I don't
Right?
see it, and I think Tyson himself doesn't see it. Like he's like, nah, I'm good.
Okay, because that's what Tyson Fury keeps saying he wants to do. He wants another chance at it. But I think the turkey's trying to set up Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, right?
Right.
And then there's Agit Kabayel, who's the body puncher. He knocked out Zhilei Zhang.
Yep.
Then you still have Fabio Wardley in there. But the young kid, Moses Itama, is about to fight Dillian White August 16th. You don't think the 20-year-old's got a chance to beat Usyk either? Not a puncher's chance?
He's gonna get in there with that old man strength and get knocked out too. Yeah, not right now. Yeah, I just don't see it.
Now I'm sure you must have hated this, or I don't know if you missed it. Maybe you walked away. But Jake Paul was in the ring and he did a face-off with Usyk because they're talking about an MMA match between Usyk and Jake Paul. So, what do you think of that? Another circus fight, Turf?
It's exactly that. Nobody wants to see it, but I mean, I'll tell you one thing: if they do that, if they pull that off, you'll know for sure if it's a hoax or not. Because I'm sorry, there's no way he's beating AJ. If you beat AJ, dude, or even just stay in the fight for all 12, it's payoff. It's a payoff.
Well, that's I know that you read the report earlier about Joshua versus Paul, and there's the payoff and the whole bit. But in all reality, Turkey did say that he wants a tune-up for Joshua, and then he wants a tune-up for Tyson Fury before he sets them both up together. So you might see that Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight happen, and sadly,
right,
it might he might take him the distance. He might carry him, So, like you're saying, man, it could be one of those payday scenarios. All right, so then, Turf, this is the big question.
Yeah.
You saw Usyk. You've lived in a generation where you have seen great heavyweights.
Right.
Right? Okay, you're old enough to know what great heavyweights look like. So you will hear massive discussions in every podcast out there and every outlet talking about Usyk is an all-time great heavyweight. Where do you put Usyk based on what you've seen with your own eyes now in terms of heavyweight? Does he even make your top 10 for heavyweights?
He's got to because of his size.
But he's the same size as Muhammad Ali. That's the whole thing about Usyk in this era is, and remember, we've talked about this before. We were doing it on the Ultimate Raider Fan Show with Spence, and I said the coolest thing that Usyk has actually done for all of his boxing aficionados is that he proved Muhammad Ali would have beaten all of these giants.
Correct.
Usyk is the same exact size. 6'3", 225. He's not, that's how he rolls, right?
Right.
He's really kind of a cruiserweight that just, gained 25 pounds. But he was, he's super dominant. Kind of like how Holyfield did it, but Holyfield lost, as we know. But kind of like how Holyfield did it. Holyfield was awesome at cruiserweight, and then when he moved up to heavyweight, he was chasing the Tyson fight, right?
Right.
So that's why I ask you so here's Usyk, and we're talking top 10, Turf.
Right.
Don't fall for the banana to tailpipe, because I did this to Severe last week. I was like, are you sure you want to put Mayweather in the top 10? Because I started naming all these different names, and it's pretty tough.
Yeah, so, Usyk, I can't say for heavyweights. I can't say top 10. I can't. Nah. He didn't have the competition.
And that is one of the biggest arguments. He
didn't have a competition.
So the first argument always will be, when Usyk's career is all said and done, how many Hall of Famers do you think will be on his resume? Versus how many Hall of Famers are already on Frazier's resume, Foreman's resume, Ali's resume, Joe Louis, right? Like so. But again, let's say that's not fair to him, right? Okay.
Right.
Usyk also did not live in an era where you're fighting 4 to 5 times within that year. And all those other heavyweights did fight. Even Ali fought 4 times in a year, right? 3 to 5. So then if Usyk doesn't make your top 10, let's start with the easy ones, right? Is Muhammad Ali in your top 10?
Oh, easy, yeah.
Okay. Is Joe Louis in your top 10?
100%.
Is Jack Johnson?
100%.
Okay, so that's 3 out of the way. All right, 3 out of the way. Okay,
absolutely.
Okay. All right. Is George Foreman in your top 10?
Absolutely.
Okay, then that's funny. There's only 6 left here.
Right.
Okay, so now I'll start to throw out some little tricky names that can be argued here and there, back and forth.
Right.
Is Mike Tyson in your top 10?
Yes.
Okay, that's only 5 left. We only got 5 names left.
Yes.
All right, now it's gonna get really hairy now for you, terrified on these. Yeah. Rocky Marciano retired undefeated.
Right.
Is he in your top 10?
Yeah, I will put him in the top 10.
Okay, there's only 4 left. Okay, there's only 4. Joe Frazier, bro. Joe Frazier won a gold medal.
Right.
He beat Ali. He was the first one to beat Ali.
Right, but he didn't have as decorated as a career. But for right now, I'm going to put him in until you give me a reason not to.
Okay, so you only have 3 left.
Right,
all right.
Correct.
Evander Holyfield might be the greatest cruiserweight of all time. Moves up to heavyweight, bro.
Right.
Tyson.
Right.
Fights Riddick Bowe. He beat Riddick Bowe.
Right. But
Right.
I don't know if I can put him in the top 10 of heavyweight. Like you said, cruiserweight, yes. But heavyweight, I don't know.
Oh, you're taking the real deal out.
I don't know. I'm. You said I got 3 left, right?
Yeah, you got 3 left because
I'm thinking the 2 guys right now. He could be on the line. I'm thinking.
Okay, all right.
I'm thinking the 2 guys right now, right off the rip.
Okay,
that you have to put in there. I'm just waiting for you to say their names.
Okay. Well, I got to talk. I mean, the only man that this guy really, really lost to when it happened, which Papa Rundown hates it when I bring it up, is when Michael Spinks moved up from 75 to heavyweight.
Yeah.
So Larry Holmes, though, man, do you put
Larry Holmes 100%? Larry Holmes, yeah.
All right, Larry Holmes makes it in the top 10.
Larry
All right.
Holmes makes.
You only got 2 left, so if we're talking about pugilist specialists in the sweet science of boxing, are you leaving out Lennox Lewis?
No,
bro?
he's in the top 10. Lennox is in the top 10.
Lennox is in your top 10.
Easy.
All right. Okay.
Easy.
Okay. All right. So then, with 1 spot left, right? And this is where the Usyk debate starts to kind of like.
Well, this is where, like you said, this is where I'm putting Holyfield.
Okay, but I'm not even done yet, right? Are you honestly leaving out Archie Moore, bro? Because Archie Moore beat a lot of people's asses.
But he wasn't a heavyweight, though.
He was during that time, remember? He did fight, and he did legitimately won the heavyweight.
Right, but I'm saying that wasn't his... He wasn't like that.
Well,
wasn't
he flowed. Well, obviously during that time, everybody was lighter. He was kind of floating. He fought a lot. All right, okay, but let's say you didn't have. Although that'd be tough for a historian to not have Archie Moore, but okay.
Correct, and he's like he would be on my Mount Rushmore.
Okay,
you
all
know
right.
What I'm saying, like,
all right. Now you're taking out Ezzard Charles, even though Ezzard Charles doesn't make your top 10.
Not based on the guys I've already just put there.
Oh my gosh, that's rough, bro. You're killing me. All right. Okay. So obviously you're not going to say Riddick Bowe is going to make your top 10.
Nope.
Yeah, you say even though Riddick Bowe is amazing, so you're not.
Absolutely.
You're not putting Riddick Bowe in there.
Nope.
Man, it's rough if you're not going to allow Klitschko to touch your top 10. Wow. So you don't believe he did enough?
I mean, right now I'm still sitting with Evander Holyfield, the real deal. Right? He's holding that 10 spot strong right now.
Man, okay, all right. And then obviously, I mean, it's sad to say, but it sounds like you wouldn't include Ken Norton in there in your top 10, right? All-time great, but you're not putting him in the top 10.
Not my top 10.
Not in your top 10. All right. And then, that kind of takes out a lot of, the other people that everybody was fighting during that time.
Correct.
And then, if you have Joe Louis, so Sonny Liston doesn't even get to your top 10, huh? Or Floyd Patterson.
Now, Floyd Patterson, that's a name I would have to look into a little bit further.
Because now Liston was the one that beat Patterson, but prior to that, Floyd Patterson was a bad man.
Right, and we're talking again those times and what was the competition and who did they have to deal with?
Right.
Respect.
Right, and there was a lot too, and that's why and that's why there's always this thing that we do where who have you seen versus who do you know historically, right? Because it's different when you've seen it with your own eyes, which is why I'm shocked that you just don't think Klitschko is that good. You just you don't buy into it.
I do. It's just they were at a weird time too, the Klitschko brothers. I just can't put them in my top 10.
Wow. Anybody in the chat saying anything?
I can't put the Klitschko brothers in my top 10.
You can't put the Klitschko brothers in, huh? All right.
They were massive dudes.
Yeah, because Rock is going. Yeah, Rock threw in the Klitschko brothers in there, and you're like, nah, no. All right.
Not for me.
So Holyfield scratches that top 10 and you take Usyk out. So you believe Usyk is greater than Holyfield? Or I mean, Holyfield is greater than Usyk.
Correct.
Okay.
I think Holyfield in his prime would beat Usyk in his prime. Period.
Wow.
Period. Yes.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
And that's a great matchup because they're both small heavyweights. They're just, you know what I'm saying?
Not really though, Turf, because it's again, Usyk is the same size as Muhammad Ali.
That's a small heavyweight.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's a small heavyweight.
At the time when Ali did it, though, he was kind of a big heavyweight, right?
Well, Ali had to deal with big heavyweights that were legit Hall of Famers. I wouldn't say everybody else at heavyweight had to do that. You know, again, that's what I'm saying. The Klitschko brothers, they didn't have to deal with the amount of real deal heavyweights like Muhammad Ali did.
Right. And based on even the list that you're accepting, you're not putting Deontay Wilder in there.
Oh, hell, man. The top 10? Hell,
right,
man.
And you're not putting...
he's not even in my top
Joshua, you're not putting Tyson Fury. All right, here's one, though, Turf, that kind of is... And again, you didn't watch him fight, but historically speaking...
Right.
You have Holyfield at 10. You're not putting Jack Dempsey in there? In your top 10?
Yeah, Jack Dempsey that's a questionable not leave out for sure.
Right.
And that might be where he edges out Holyfield.
But you would rather have Frazier over Holyfield?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the era and the time and who he dealt with. Holyfield, lesser era. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
he fought some killers, man. He fought,
but he lost to him too.
Tyson.
That's what I'm saying. But he lost to him too. That's my point.
Okay,
you see where I'm going with it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's so. Yeah,
that's a good list, man. That's a good list. You didn't get
Deontay Wilder is in your top 10, Rock. Oh my God, how old are you, Rock?
No. Let's be fair to Rock because Rock makes a good point in this sense. Greatest knockout percentage?
Nah. He fought a bunch of tomato cans. I shouldn't say that, but dude, there's no way. Deontay Wilder is probably the least skilled heavyweight of all time.
Wow.
You think I'm lying?
No.
You think that
he won a bronze medal, Turf.
Dude, and he's the least skilled heavyweight of all time as far as all the ones we discussed. Who do you think is on that level? Honestly,
no. Okay,
he's the least skilled by far.
Okay, I'll stretch it this way. I understand your point in terms of if we're looking for a skill set like an Ali or
any of the big guys, the Foreman's,
but here's the
skill sets.
Here's the thing, right? About the heavyweight division, punching is a skill set.
No,
and Wilder has the highest knockout skill set. And I understand you're like, well, man, who was he knocking out, right?
Right.
But he did knock out some folks that were on the come up, and he stopped them from it, right?
Right. So, no, yes. You are absolutely right. He definitely 100% had that special knockout power. It's just he didn't do it against the guys that had to do it against guys that, are legends.
Right.
You know, George Foreman. I mean, I'd rather take it. I mean, this might sound crazy, but I think I'd rather take a punch from Wilder than George Foreman.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
I honestly,
them old school wild. Exactly. Bro, back when Foreman used to just bring that shit from way up. Man, come on, man. Man. Nah. Now, the Bronze Bomber is, he's...
Now, to be fair, that is true. I will say this, Rock, like what Turf's talking about is Foreman was the original... Like, it was Liston that everyone was scared of because of how hard he hit. Then Ali beat him. After that, it was Foreman. Everyone was scared of Foreman.
Hey, he's the boogie man. The
Oh man,
boogie
he
man.
was destroying heavy bags, and he was mean, and and that's what made Ali so great by being Foreman's first defeat.
Right.
Where it's hard to ever say that Wilder could ever even trump a Foreman would be the fact that Foreman left for 10 years, came back, and won the heavyweight championship of the world against, at the time, one of the very best undefeated 28-year-old heavyweights that we had in Michael Moore, right?
Yep.
So yeah. All right. No, that's a good list though. I like it. I like it, Turf. You're holding strong. You're
I
like
am.
Holyfield gets right in. So Usyk is out. Usyk is not.
Out.
Usyk is still in your man. It's gonna suck for Usyk if he retires, even if he beats like Joseph Parker. He'll always be on your out discussion then.
Yes.
But it's tough
Always.
though, Turf, because if he retires undefeated, he's now joined Mayweather, Calzaghe,
Right.
and Marciano.
Right.
You
But
can't sneak him
that
in your
doesn't
top
mean
10.
anything, man. It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything to you? No. All
Never
right.
has.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, that's good. It's good to point out. It's good to point out. We want to ask that. That was on the title. All right. So then, and then this is why I was setting this up. In my opinion, I still didn't even think that was the best fight. You know which one I thought the best fight was of all the fights we saw on the weekend? It is my guy, dude. I am telling you right now, I am so mad at Stephen A. Smith and all these American media people who don't talk about the kid. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, y'all. Get on the train. Get on the train right now, because other than Manny Pacquiao, I have never seen anyone with a 5'4" frame start to do what this kid is doing, where he's at 112. He was at 112, now he's at 115. And at 115, the guy that he fought, Turf, that guy was undefeated with an 85% knockout ratio. He had 117 wins in the amateur.
Right.
He was a tough champion. And Bam made him look like it was an easy night, bro.
Right. He did. He
Bam's
really
only
did.
25 years old. Bam already has 2 of the 4 world titles. And, Turf, he's already fighting the WBA champ in November. So his activity is high. He's fighting who they put in front of him. He's fighting the best of his division, right? How is this guy not being talked about? I mean, he should be, in my opinion, dude, and I hate to say it this way, but after that performance I saw, I think he should be pound for pound number 5 of what better be it.
Hey, why not?
I thought he's the man. I feel like for any of you guys who want to watch the Bam Rodriguez versus Kafu fight, what I see out of Jesse Bam Rodriguez is a combination of Lomachenko and Manny Pacquiao in the same body.
Right. Yeah. That's it's a hell of a fighter.
He's dope, Turf. He's dope, man. He's fighter. I mean, you know, I'm just so excited for that kid. Mexican American from Texas, and the Dallas Cowboys were all there to see it. Right. And Jerry Jones is starting to back the kid.
Yep.
He likes what he sees, man. Jerry sees that money in Texas, and he's like, "Come on in." So Turf, man, you got some killers in that state.
Oh yeah, Texas is shaping up, man. There was a fight too in Austin. They hosted a fight that I would have liked to go see. There's a couple of places they have fights here. Obviously, in terms of MMA, they got all the attractions and so forth, especially the small, promotions that are right under the UFC, if you will.
Right.
But there's a lot of fight. There's a lot of combat sports across the board in Texas.
Yeah, no, man, that's it. I mean, you guys are building a lot of good fighters. A lot of good fighters coming out of Texas.
Yep, I agree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, I mean, so I'm sorry about the technical difficulty earlier. Hopefully that
Yeah,
won't
no
happen for us
worries.
on Saturday. So
Yep,
Saturday, Turf, just so that you know, and I don't know what your full schedule is, but
yep.
again, we try to remind all of you, especially with the NFL. The only thing really happening right now is training camp, but
Right,
who
right.
knows what's going to happen? I mean, there's already injuries happening in training camp,
Ah, yes,
so
yes.
but boxing is hot again this week. Tomorrow night is Golden Boy Promotions. So
Hey,
there's some. If you guys want to see some of the best American boxers coming up,
tomorrow night is a fight.
yes, on the Zone, also on YouTube, Golden Boy Promotions. It's Flores versus Leyva. I'll give you that. But the kid I want you to see,
That
Turf,
might be
is
what we watch tomorrow for Dead in
oh
the
for you and
Water.
for you and Spence.
Yeah, Dead in the
Yeah, yeah,
Water.
yeah, yeah. No, that's a great idea because it's on. It should be definitely free on YouTube for Golden Boy Promotions YouTube. Yeah, the main event is Manuel Flores versus Jorge Chavez, but that entire card is dope, and they got this
Yeah.
one kid that I really like, Caden Griffiths. He's 147, so that's on Thursday,
What
and
time
then
does that start?
the whole card starts at 6 p.m. Pacific
So that's 8 o'clock
would be eight
Central.
o'clock your time.
That's perfect because that's when Dead in the Water starts. 8 o'clock.
Okay. Well,
8
there you
o'clock
go,
sharp.
bro.
So that's what we're watching.
There you go.
So I will be broadcasting Dead in the Water on the knockout canvas. And hey, you guys are gonna get round by round for the fights that start at 8 o'clock. So this
Cool.
is gonna be awesome.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
hell, man, maybe my mic will work better. Throw me a link. Throw me a link. I want in on that party. And then Turf. So then Friday, just for everybody who's listening to us right now, we have and I know you like these fights, the OTX boxing in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I know you like that because they got the rules and the bonus rounds and all of that stuff, right? So check this out. The fight tomorrow night, the main event is Elijah Pierce, who's the up and coming featherweight kid.
Right.
And he's actually fighting one of the Filipino fighters that's very good and lost to Inoue. But this kid is Michael Dasmariñas. So Elijah Pierce versus Michael Dasmariñas is going to be free on YouTube under OTX Boxing on Friday.
Hey.
It'll also be free on the Zone. So that's
Dude,
a really
I might be watching all of these live. Watch party.
okay. That starts at 5 p.m. Pacific time, which would be
So that's
7 p.m. your time on Friday.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, and again, this is why I always try to tell everybody, like boxing, man, it's a year-round thing. Friday, we probably won't get a chance to see this one. We'll watch it on a replay. But Andy Dominguez is fighting in Atlantic City against Byron Rojas. That's on the Zone. And then here you go, Turf. Here's the big Saturday slate, man.
Right.
This is gonna hurt you. So it starts in the morning at 11 p.m. Pacific time. So this would be 1 p.m. Texas time.
Yeah.
Is Ryan Garner versus Reese Bellotti.
Okay.
And that whole undercard is pretty dope for Queensberry. That's in the UK. That's happening in the United Kingdom. And then after that, Turf, is the Xander Zayas versus Jorge Garcia Perez fight on ESPN. That's 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Texas time. But here's where it hurts, Turf. Here's what hurts.
Right.
At the same exact time is Clarissa Shields. Lady Lonnie Daniels on the Zone in Michigan.
Right.
So there is the Detroit, Michigan card at the same time as the ESPN card. But as you know, that's how boxing goes with all of those schedules. But yeah, man, starting off great tomorrow night. There'll be a watch party on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 and the Knockout Canvas. It'll be the Golden Boy Promotions. If you guys want to check it out, free on YouTube. It's under Golden Boy Promotions or Golden Boy Boxing on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
So those are the reports. Anything else that I missed there?
Not that I can think of, man. We got Obed Perez in the building. He said, "Who won the first fight of Oscar and Shane?" I was
So
just
I
watching
believe
it and
Oscar
thought
should have
Shane.
gotten the decision, but they gave it to Shane Mosley. And then the second fight was even worse, bro.
Right, right,
That's the one where George Foreman was so mad that he started arguing with Larry Merchant on live
right,
television.
right, right,
So
right.
yeah,
No, I
yeah,
remember. Cool, man. Well, yeah, this is shaping up. The show is coming out exactly the way I like it, man. I expected. I think a lot of people are starting to tune in. We got great numbers, 400 views. I
right,
mean, that's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah,
Shout out to the people that have been supporting the channel, liking and subscribing. We got up to 60
yeah,
subscriptions right now. So yeah, I like what I'm seeing, man. The
yeah.
channel's
And
humming along.
shout out to I think that's SRT Montana. Shout out to you, bro. We appreciate everybody who keeps coming in, new, and of course our old the ones who keep coming over and over. You guys are awesome. So yeah, Turf, man, good, exciting stuff in boxing, and again, it makes it easy too to talk about it on a weekly because there's
Right.
always something happening every week, man.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
every week it's something new. Every week
Yep.
there's something changing. So,
Yep.
um, and of course, Turf, they're going to start announcing probably by this weekend undercards for Canelo Crawford.
Right. Right. Yep.
So
And I will be in Vegas for that one. You already know I'll be in Vegas for that. I don't care if I'm in the nosebleeds. I'll be at that fight.
you'll be there.
Yeah,
You'll
I'll
be
be at
there.
that fight.
We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, man. Well, Coach, appreciate you as always. Chat and boxing and MMA, combat sports fans alike. Appreciate you guys. Until the next time, man. We're out. Peace.